Hello there guys, welcome back to another video on football forensics. I do hope all of you all are having a great day today. So today's video is going to be the final Chelsea transfer news video up until January at least, and it is going to be a pretty special one because we are going to be talking about Chelsea's latest signing, Saul Niguez. Now before we do get into the details, if you do find this type of content interesting, please do consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification to be notified of future uploads. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so starting off, this season's transfer deadline day has to be one of the most dramatic deadline days we've seen as of late, especially for Chelsea because they were very heavily linked with moves of Jules Kounde as well as Saul Niguez. Now, the Jules Kounde deal did sadly collapse, which did come as a massive surprise to most of us because Chelsea as well as Sevilla did have positive talks at the outset. However, Sevilla did later become a little bit greedy and started to demand a little bit more than the amount they had initially agreed with Chelsea FC, and this sadly resulted in the entire deal collapsing. And credit must be given to Marina Granovskaya as well as the rest of the Chelsea board for not buckling under pressure and signing Jules Kounde for 90 million euros, because irrespective of how well rated he is, I just do not think he was worth that type of money. The Saul deal also did have a little bit of tension because Atletico Madrid were very reluctant to let him leave without first getting a replacement. And when we were all starting to get a little bit nervous in relation to this bit of news as well, his papers did finally arrive 2 minutes before the end of the deadline day, which did allow Chelsea to get an extension and eventually sign him on a season-long loan deal for a fee of around 5 million euros with an option to buy him at the end of this season for a fee of 40 million euros. Saul does seem to be extremely happy after joining the champions of Europe, because in an interview he did state that he was extremely happy to be a new Chelsea player and was looking forward to meeting the Blues fans as well as wearing the Chelsea jersey and training with the team. Okay, so some great news for all of us Chelsea fans, because Saul is a very well rated midfielder in European football, and at the age of just 26 years he has a lot of potential to become one of the best midfielders in the world. And when you do take into account the fact that Saul's price tag is just 40 million euros, Chelsea could save a lot of money by investing in Saul rather than somebody like Declan Rice, whose valuation is around 90 million pounds. Now, in terms of Saul Niguez's characteristics and skills as a player, it must be noted that he is a little bit different than most of the current midfielders at Chelsea, because he is an extremely sturdy defensive-minded midfielder who loves to tackle and provide support to the back line as well as hold on to the ball and start the attack for the club from the back, which is something I do personally feel most of the midfielders at the club do lack a little bit, other than N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic. Also, with his ability to adapt and play at pretty much any position in midfield, he will offer Thomas Tuchel a whole new set of tactics, formations as well as variations to utilize against different clubs. And I'm pretty sure this is the reason why Thomas Tuchel was so desperate to land the Spanish midfielder. So yeah guys, I'm extremely excited to see Saul Niguez at Chelsea and absolutely cannot wait for his debut, which will hopefully be against Aston Villa in the Premier League. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts on Saul Niguez's loan move to Chelsea, and please do drop a like if you did find this video useful. Stay safe and I will catch you guys in the next one.